NuubCast.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blummus, and holy crap, we're on freaking Cloud Kingdom again. I didn't even do this one on purpose. Oh, man. Well, here we are, and we've got Lurchworm, the red Zerg player, and his opponent, none other than Jay Chang, the blue Protoss. This is a brand new submitter. I don't know which of these players was a submitter. I can't remember. I think Jay Chang was a submitter. I can't be sure, but we shall find out in this PvZ on Cloud Kingdom. This is going to be a 2-for-1. I have a couple of short games, and I don't like to put up videos that are super short, so 10 minutes, under 10 minutes kind of wastes our time, so I try and find two short games and put them together. So this one was actually a more recent replay, so because it was a shorter game, it got bumped up in the queue to get matched up with this other short game that I've got, which will be played immediately after this with no break. So, all that being said, welcome to NuubCast. Welcome to this 2-for-1 daily special. PvZ followed by a PvP. Here we got Jay Chang up against Lurchworm. And things are off to a swimming start. If you are unfamiliar with NuubCast, we are all about shining the light of esports on non-pro gameplay and giving guys who would never otherwise have the opportunity to get their games cast up on YouTube for them to share with their friends, share with each other, watch together, laugh together, learn together. We're all about the fact that we have proven time and time again that fun, entertaining games can happen at any level. All you need are two players who really want to win and are of equal, similar skill. Obviously, gameplay is not always tippy-top because we cast games from Bronze to Masters League, the occasional pro game, occasional Grandmasters, but usually we are in the lower levels, and so we assume certain things about the games that we see here. We assume that the gameplay is not going to be crisp, that the timings aren't going to be perfect, that macro is not going to be perfect, that micro is not going to be perfect, that there's going to be mistakes made, and what we want to do is be able to point those things out without necessarily being disparaging, although sometimes I can be pretty hard on some of the players, particularly if you've submitted a lot of games and I've watched your play a lot. If you make big mistakes, I'll tend to be harder on you than I will on someone who is new to NuubCast, because we're basically watching each other improve and trying to help each other get better at this game, and that's hopefully the purpose that I hold here as the caster here at NuubCast, and that is kind of my goal, is to help people see themselves as they play this game and be able to see their mistakes not only through their own gameplay, but by watching other people of similar skills play the game at their level. That's also helpful too, because you get to see the mistakes that you'll never get to see at pro level player make, whether it's positioning, whether it's unit compositions, making units at the right time versus the wrong time. Here's 6 lings going out at 5.5 minutes. Probably not. Oh, it's Roach, 3 Roach. Oh, this is actually a fairly common rush for Zerg, and it's pretty good. There's not a lot of units here to handle it. Jay Chang will have his work cut out for him holding this off. We've got a handful of lings and a few roaches, and if they get in here, they're going to be able to do all kinds of damage. We have 2 more gates going down for Jay Chang, and he needs to get these stalkers out of there. And now the stalker's going to be able to focus down the roaches. Another zealot out. And looks like the roaches are going to run away now. It's not a bad idea. They probably could have done a little bit more damage, maybe taken out another unit or two. But now the warp-in, now that warp-in is finished, Jay Chang's going to be able to hold this aggression off fairly easily. He's blocking off the ramp, Oh, he probably should have stayed there, maybe, because now those lings are in, and if Lurchworm was smart, he'd just send the lings to the mineral line. It's going to be really hard for Jay Chang now at this point to hold things off, losing probes left and right. I actually kind of like this engagement here with the probes, except for they're going to be able to do a lot of damage. And they're basically keeping the lings from being able to get surrounds on the buildings and all these things. More stalkers coming in. These things finally, these gates finally getting opened up, and more units can be able to warp in. Going to warp in zealots. Zealots very strong, and if you're not kiting, they're very good against roaches. If there's no micro involved, they definitely are very good unit, but they're slow and can be very easily be microed against. And again, Jay Chang doing what he needs to do. This is another round of lings being warped in here and being rallied, but I think at this point it's time for Lurchworm to figure out that this rush is over and he needs to go back home, because these lings are not going to get it done. He's sending in even more lings still, but it's not the best idea. These zealots are going to make life very hard, but he's going to take a couple more probes out. Nope, he doesn't. Not going to lose any more probes. In the meantime, Lurchworm, seeing that his rush is not working, see, he has very few probes, and this is something that we talk about a lot. If you get rushed like this, you know, you really have to relax and not panic, because if you're able to hold it off, as Jay Chang has done. Now look, let's check out the units. He's, even having lost all those probes, he is actually ahead. He's ahead in the supply count, as you can see, 33 to 18, and he is ahead in the harvester count. So even though Lurchworm is getting another hatchery up here, putting down some spines for defense, he's actually behind. And this is so often the case with a rush like that. You don't have to necessarily do what Jay Chang is doing and move out and counter right away. He can actually sit back, expand, and be ahead and be in good shape for later on in the game. But he's going to put down a pylon. The fact is if your opponent does something quote-unquote cheesy that sacrifices economy for damage, this is not a good engagement. Jay Chang should really back out. He's probably going to kill maybe one, maybe two of these spines, but he's not going to be able to do much more damage than that. Now he's going to get out of reach, and he's going to kill some drones. And that's good. Stalkers are going to come out here, and now he's going to actually have a pretty decent engagement. But he needs to stay away from that spine. Pretty good micro here by Jay Chang, keeping the stalkers alive, keeping the zerglings off of them. And the zealot doing work here. Almost about to die here. Oh, he didn't focus down the zealot, so here he's sitting with 1 HP, and he's going to be fine. And he's out of reach of the spines. He's going to be able to take care of this spine crawler, and in comes some more zealots. Now he can actually take down the spine crawler as well. He actually should focus down the spine with those zealots, but he's not going to. Roaches pop, but they are going to be fairly useless, and this could spell the end here right now for a Lurchworm. I would have, like I said, focused down that spine crawler, but yeah, you're good. What are you doing? What are you doing, Jay Chang? Don't focus down that. That's not doing you any good. But now there's enough roaches here to push this back, and yeah. You really want to keep your units together. This was bad. I don't think Jay Chang is looking here right now. Yeah, now he is. But it's time to pull out. Time to pull out. You can warp in a couple more if you want, but keep them there. Don't push back up yet. Defender's advantage here. Lots of lings coming out. No zealots for Jay Chang. It's going to be Not the best engagement. There's some zealots coming in. No, not looking to expand, not looking to take advantage of the advantage that he had. Jay Chang whipping in some units. Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen here, because both these guys now on one base, but still the drone count is pretty brutally in favor of Jay Chang, and Lurchworm is, yep, spine. He's gonna, how? Yeah, you can't plant a spine unless it's on creep, right? You tried to plant a spine. Meets a few zealots, but I think once he gets some up here, it's probably going to be game. Pretty action-packed game here. Queen, full of energy. That's a bad sign. Finally gets an injection off because there's no larva en route. And yeah, this is going to be it right here. See ya. Wouldn't want to be a Miss Queen. Couple of roaches pop, but again, not going to be enough. I'm not sure why he's got the toss OP. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lurchworm. 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 You tried a rush that involved 3 roaches and 5 lings, and you never had more than 15 drones the entire game. So think about that before you try to say that Protoss is OP. Boy, you got outplayed, period. But, you know, that's how it works. We're all going to get angry at the game instead of our skill. But that's it for this one. We have another replay coming right up. Don't go anywhere. Take a look at this pretty overlay. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at the pretty overlay. Pretty, pretty overlay. Now I gotta find that other game. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Here it is. And we're back, baby. Welcome back to NuubCast in this 2-for-1 special. It's none other than Thrill. The red Protoss in a, yeah, you guessed it, a PvP, because that's all the Thrill sends me. He only sends me PvPs. My guess is that Thrill is really bad at the other 2 matchups. I'm just kidding. That's not true. He's actually sent me PvPs where he's lost, so it's definitely not about that. I'm just kidding, Thrill. Don't get mad at me, bro. But it's true. I have only cast PvPs by Thrill. We are here on Sheikh Yohane Plateau. And we are doing it well. That last game, PvZ on Cloud Kingdom, as we see our probes passing one another, crisscross, ships passing in the night. They weren't even close enough to high five. This is a gold. The last game was gold. And this game, also gold. So this is a gold level, what's it called? 2-for-1? Yeah, gold level 2-for-1 here on NuubCast. What do they call it when it's a movie? It's a double feature. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. So if you young guys may never have even heard of a double feature. That's when you buy 1 ticket and you get to watch 2 movies. Double header in baseball, but you can't even. They don't even do single ticket double headers anymore. There's no way. They charge for both games. You can't even do anything like that. Every once in a while, if it's a rain out or something and they need to squeeze a game in, they'll let you, they will allow you to use your ticket for both games, but it is rare, baby. I'm going to take a sip of my iced tea. Should have done that between games, but I didn't. No gas at all here for Dr. Steele. Going with the 2 gateway opening. Looks like we're going to see another cheesy type build, and Dr. Steel moving in for the scoutage. Thrill is about to drop a forge, and he's going to drop a forge anyway. Did he scout the double gateway? I think he did. Let me check. He did scout the double gateway, so he knows that it's probably some kind of zealot rush incoming. And Dr. Steel looking to perhaps hide a pylon up here, as the first 3 zealots are en route. Is he going to hide it? Is he going to drop one? No. What? 3 gateway forge. So he's going to zealot into cannon rush? Is that what we're about to see here? Oh my goodness. 2nd gateway up for Thrill. Forge is finished. Is he going to drop a cannon in his mineral line? It's probably what he should do. He's going to put a cannon out here. I'm not sure I agree with this. This is kind of a silly place to put a cannon. He's going to protect his buildings. However, now he's just finishing up. And a little miss micro here by Dr. Steel is going to cost him this engagement. So he's going to have to run away. And but here goes the pylon. So what we might see is a zealot cannon rush. Wow, that would be awesome. It'd be even more awesome if Thrill can hold it off. Get back to that cannon, son. Oh, he's going to run right back. There's no cannon in the mineral line, which is actually a mistake on Thrill's part. And Stalker's out. Yep. Good. Oh, you're hitting 2 different guys. Maybe use some probes to help out. Micro. I'm not talking about the guy from Dirty Jobs. Micro, boy. Move those units. 1 probe. Only 1 probe has died. In the meantime, cannons up for Dr. Steel. And if I am Thrill, I am losing my freaking mind because this guy has done this to me. You know, he's not going to be able to put any cannons any closer. So he's going to be able to kill this pylon, but that's it. Once this pylon goes down, these cannons are not going to do any more damage. Which makes you wonder... No, just back up. Just back up. He can't plant any more pylons anywhere. So it's basically going to work as a contain. He's finally getting a cybernetics core and some gas. Trying to plant another pylon. Now he actually needs to get the stalkers over here so they can kill that probe. Micro throw! Micro! In the meantime, while they're microing, we got cannons going down up here. And he needs to get a cannon over here if he wants to be able to stop this. He built a couple more cannons over here. Dr. Steel pulled back. He's going to put his own cannon up. This is a silly game, guys. Silly Willy. Come on. Wait, how did he do that? Oh, it's Thrill's cannon. I was like, wait, how did he get a... No. There you go. Use the stalkers. Actually bring the stalkers over here and they can kill this pylon. Moving back. Easy peasy. You need to kill this probe though, man. What a pain in the ass probe. Alright, Pylon's going to go down. The cannon is not dead, though, but you can bring your third stalker in, kill the cannon, and micro back, and you can get it. You can get it pretty dead, pretty quick. Where are you going over there for? Oh, more zealots moving in. But it looks like Thrill wants to counter with these stalkers. Could be a base race. He could be in for a base race here. Dr. Steel loses that race, I think, because he can force field his ramp against these zealots if they decide to come up. Question is, does he see it? No. Fall back to the shadows. They're going to take down that cannon real quick and unpower these buildings. And that's it, man. That is G to the jiggity G. Robo was built, but that's it. Now he's just going to unpower all these buildings. They can do that very easily. And there is nothing left to do. And he's holding off this zealot push in the front here. And Dr. Steel leaves the game. Oh, man. Thrill, I'm so proud of you. You did it all right, bro. Nice job, man. That was fun to watch. Fun to see Cheesy Play get smacked in the forehead with a backhand. That was fun to watch. Thanks, guys, for checking in for this double feature here on NuubCast. If you've got an awesome game to send in, one that is not Turtle Fest, one that is filled with lots of back and forth action, and one that is entertaining, and one of which you have already watched the replay, and it feels just as good watching the replay as it felt when you were playing, send that in to noobcast@gmail.com, and I'll get you in the queue, and we will get your game up in here. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day, guys. Keep climbing that ladder. Peace out.